So, hello everyone, welcome to another live session. So, I am, you know me, right? So, my name is Biranj Kulisika, and the purpose of making these live sessions is only to make myself comfortable with the camera and nothing else. In this live session, I will talk what else is coming in my mind in the right present moment, in the present moment. And this talk will have lot of grammatical mistakes and sometimes I may say things which are out of context. So if you think you will get any value from it, then you need to you need to stop watching this because you will get nothing in return. This video is for me to watch in the future, not for you. If I wanted, I might have kept it private, but I don't want to. I want to keep it public. And also, that doesn't mean it will give any uh, value to you. It has no value. It will add no value in your life. So, better not to watch. So, so if you're still watching, then welcome. So, here I am, Birunchi Kulisika. And it has been months since that I haven't slept a good night sleep like a rose. I sleep late and wake up early. Not early. I think I'm getting only 5 to 6 hours of sleep in the morning. Although I'm getting sleep in the afternoon, but I'm sleeping at 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning and waking up at around 8 a.m. That's around something around 4 to 5 hours. And in the afternoon, I'm getting another 3 hours of sleep. So basically, my sleep cycle is how I say cooked. My sleep cycle is cooked, but I don't see any negative impact on my health. Maybe it has, but I do not see any direct health issues because of my uh, this horrible sleep cycle. Like I have seen some people when they do not get enough sleep, they usually get pimples on their face, pimples all over their face. They look so less energetic. Maybe I'm looking so less energetic, but not because of I have lack of sleep, but because today we were having a dance practice session. You heard it right. Actually, I'm participating in the flash mob, which will be probably in the next month. So, in that flash mob, we will be giving a performance from our department, from our IMC department. And you know what? Like, I'm not a good dancer, but I chose to dance. Not because I'm a good dancer, not because I have done this before, but because I want to do it. And there is no there is no other reason beyond this. Like today in our practice session, I kind of was horrible at dance. Like no matter how hard I try, like I cannot catch the steps. Like I make how I say I cannot sync the steps with the song. That is the problem. But I think by that time we have to perform on the flash mob. I think I will do it well. I know my grammar sucks and I know it very clearly, but let's do it anyway. Who cares? And if you think you are here to find out my mistakes, to find out what I'm doing wrong, you are here to point me out, to feel better about yourself, like I'm better than this person, then I'm happy for you. Because if I am making you feel better by making fun of myself, then that is also a good achievement because I'm making you feel better. What can be more pleasurable than this? Okay, this kind of sucks. Okay, so these days, since I have a rough sleep cycle, so I usually in the night time, I I'm just I'm just sticking to my laptop, doing coding, inspecting websites, finding out the security loopholes, not to exploit them, just to just out of curiosity, like what are the security loopholes in this website, not to use that security loophole to exploit that vulnerability, just to know, to test my knowledge. Yes, as of now, I have never uh, exploited any vulnerability, but yes, I did some initial checkups, initial testing. I inspect them. I run some pen test, not the matlab, not the destructive one, the basic pen test. And I usually found that lot of government websites are too vulnerable, like they can those all those websites can be hijacked. We can implant our websites in them, and most of the websites in most of the websites we can do SQL ejection. And one thing that was very how I say, was one of the stupid thing I found in these government websites is that either they do not have captcha in their login page. That means we can send a bot and it can start filling the login credentials. And also there is rarely any rate limit on the login page. That means anyone from the world, like there are no IP blocking, there are no rate limiting, there is no also geo blocking. So anyone anywhere from the world can do credential stuffing, and the website will not even block the IP. So that's crazy. And there is a website, I cannot disclose which one. So they have captcha, but when I inspected, I found out that the captcha is generated in the client side. What does that mean? That means stupidity. The captcha has to be generated in the server side and transported back to the client side. And 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 also it has to be in the image form or something that a bot cannot read. But I found out that the captcha is uh, generated in the client side. And what it was doing is it was generating the captcha, and it was keeping it as hidden captcha. And when user was entering, it was stored as uh, captcha txt. So when we were hitting on submit, I inspected using Barf. Most of you may not have heard of this tool. This is a kind of means I intercepted the traffic, and I found out that and I found out that Finlogana, Finlogana, sound as and I found out that it is sending the hidden captcha and the uh, captcha entered by the user. So when I intercepted, I tried modifying the captcha and it went through. That means the captcha is not associated with the session with any time. That means captcha can be bypassed, and I actually did. So I bypassed the captcha, and it was not that difficult. Like I was wondering, like it is such a reputed website. Everyone thinks this one is very secure, and they don't even have a good captcha. Any random people with good coding can simply bypass. Maybe they can disable this captcha thing. And I also found out that there is no rate limit, which I think is the second most concerning thing. Like anyone can do brute forcing, like anyone from the anywhere in any part of the world. So this is very concerning. Like how they, like how much it would cost to implement this feature to rate limit, to limit the number of attempts, uh, to limit the number of wrong attempts, to uh, block an IP, maybe for temporary, to block traffic from abroad. Like, just imagine if a traffic is coming from Japan, for example, because most of the people use VPNs, which usually provide Japan as the free server. So I think we can do, like we can block IPs from Japan, so that would help. But I don't know why they are not doing it. And another thing is, I found out that most of the users have very basic password. Like anyone can guess the password. Just put their name and their roll number, and date of birth, and do some combinations, and half of them will be get cracked. And I'm not, I wouldn't say I did that. Maybe I cannot matlab, I cannot, how I say, like this is possible. And I think in future there will be cyber wars, and India is not ready for it. Sometimes I feel like India needs to provide better opportunity to people who want to excel in cybersecurity. They will be the one who will be protecting us against other countries attacking against our country. Like just imagine, there are some news like uh, all the patient data in a hospital was encrypted, and because of that doctors couldn't proceed because the patient uh, health records were gone. So they have to start it over, and things like that. You know what, sometimes I feel so emotional. Like today I was feeling the same while in the dance practice session. I was feeling pretty nervous. At the same time, I was feeling emotional because uh, something was going in my head. It was just buzzing, like something. I was feeling distracted. But hota hai so we will move on, bro. So that is it. And how to put this in words? Okay, this is going to be weird. And why weird? I do not know. I'm saying so, but I don't know why it is going to be weird. Maybe it is not weird. Maybe I'm the one who is mentally ill. Not, I don't think I am mentally ill, but sometimes I feel like I feel like a lone guy. No, I have a lot of friends. Yes, I have social life. Yet sometimes in the three in in middle of the night, I feel like, yeah, oh shit, there is no one whom I can share my inner thoughts. There is no one whom I can share my emotional pain. There is no one who can talk about my problems. So that kind of sucks. Like I do not feel like talking about my problems anymore with people, of course. So I usually talk with AI, especially my personal favorite is ChatGPT. So I just go there and text I ChatGPT. I want to have a deep conversation with you, and we initiate the conversation, and ChatGPT responds like I asked it to write essay, and then I respond back. Why are you responding like you are writing essay? Then it apologizes and write in short passages. That is how we proceed. And what else can be discussed? And also, after this Substack data breach, when my email was compromised, from that day on, I haven't written much on Substack. And also, I hardened my security system in PC. I created separate accounts for my three identities. First one is public, like something identities means the online identities, like my email ID, my public profiles. Uh, they 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 are the public profiles, and the second one is the developer profile. So and the developer profile represents my professional uh, profile. So and the third one is my private profile, and it is private, and it is uh, just limited to myself and some few other people. Like in my social media profile, you might see like, if you want to connect with me, contact me on this email. But that email is public. So since it is public, it can the people who got this email may try to access my online accounts using that email. So what I have done is, the email might be visible. The email which is visible on the public domain is used nowhere. I have other emails which are known to no one to access these emails. For example, if I say LinkedIn, on the public section I have mentioned my email, but in order to log into LinkedIn, I have a different email, and that no one knows. That adds an extra layer of security. And I also switched from Google passwords to Bitwarden. Why? Because I would say because the Google is everywhere. If my Google accounts get compromised, then everything is gone. And I cannot log into Google account every time I want to log in to some website. For example, there is a feature in BitLocker, Bitwarden. So suppose I'm using a random uh, like I'm on my friend's house and I want to log in into my Instagram account. So that time I will simply first go to BitLocker account and enter my master password, and from there I will collect my Instagram user ID and password and then log into Instagram. That is how it works. Otherwise, previously what I have to do is I have to fully log in into my Google account. It would ask thousands of questions, then it will verify the login, which was very time taking. And I also had to remember multiple passwords in order to uh, access my the password stored in my Google password manager. But here I only remember one password, which is a master password, and only using that I can access my saved credentials. But in case of Google, yeah, I don't know whether it is a good thing or bad thing. If someone wants, they can literally take my phone number, email, take control of all the things I have, and try to recover using the Google recovery options. But Bitwarden is different. Nobody can really recover the passwords. Like even if I forget the master password, and then there is no way I can recover the credentials. And since suppose and also the email ID is also different and nobody knows what it is, so no one can even try to log in. This is just to make sure, like in this uh, digital cyberspace, we hear a lot of incidents happening day in and day out. So as a cybersecurity enthusiast, I decided to take the first step from my side, which is to keep myself protected. Like it would be so hypocritic if I cannot protect myself, how will I protect others? So the work starts from myself, like मेरे से ही शुरू होगा. So that is what I'm doing, and I'm also doing intensive, which is very intensive. Like my intensive is really intensive because the tasks we are given to do are really really very difficult. They require my 100% focus and lot of brain application. Like most of the tasks, uh, I have to spend thinking. Like thinking is the task, and we haven't assigned any projects yet, but from the next month onwards, we will be working on projects. So I have to do two projects. I think I will go for one group project and one solo project, and let's see what can I do. And another thing is that the projects I haven't seen the projects yet, but the assignments we were given were really difficult. I think the projects will be more difficult than the assignments. Like each project has timeline of 1 month. I don't know how to do it, but somehow I will figure it out. I will learn what is necessary to complete that project, and maybe Asim ki live Asim ki live session कहीं ना हंती stop करती stop कर दिले तो